Hello everyone, thank you for coming back with us on the K-Pop Facts channel. 5 minutes ago, the virtual world was in an uproar again. A video that has just circulated on social media shows a rare and surprising moment from BTS's solo concert held last night. No one expected that ARMY's two beloved Maknaes, Jimin and Jungkook, would be present silently in the middle of the crowd, sitting side by side without any conspicuous escort. Their presence was initially unknown, until the spotlight from a fan's camera caught the moment accidentally. Jimin was seen wearing a dark hoodie and a mask that almost covered his entire face, while Jungkook appeared casual with a black hat and a small backpack that he usually carries when traveling. However, what stole the most attention was not only their presence, but the unexpected incident that occurred during the concert. A hand suddenly thrust two clear plastic raincoats at them from behind the audience seats. This incident made Jungkook look surprised and he looked back, as if he wanted to make sure who gave him the gift. Meanwhile, Jimin immediately lowered his head and smiled slightly, before whispering something in Jungkook's ear. The fan camera that captured the moment showed the two laughing softly, a rare, warm interaction amidst the concert atmosphere that echoed with ARMY voices. Surprisingly, the raincoats were not just any raincoats. On the front was a small purple sticker with handwriting that read, "For Jin Hyung's two best little brothers." Unsurprisingly, netizens immediately speculated who was the mysterious figure who gave the raincoats. Was it sent by Jin himself? Or perhaps a staff member who knew their whereabouts? Or could it be someone from the other BTS members? The moment became even more emotional when Jimin was seen storing the raincoat very carefully, folding it slowly before putting it into his small bag. Meanwhile, Jungkook, who was initially a bit confused, finally smiled and did the same. This small reaction made thousands of ARMYs on social media shed tears of emotion. "They are still the same, innocent children who always appreciate the little things," wrote one viral comment on Twitter. Shortly after this video went viral, the hashtag Jimin and Jungkook concert Jin immediately became a trending topic in various countries, including South Korea, Japan, the Philippines, and Indonesia. Many admitted to being moved because even though they have become global superstars, Jimin and Jungkook still show their human and warm side in small moments like this. An ARMY who was sitting not far from them uploaded a surprising confession. He said that throughout the concert, Jimin and Jungkook kept singing and cheering for Jin, even though in a low voice. They sat like ordinary audiences, but their aura was still extraordinary. When Jin sang the song Epiphany, Jimin looked teary-eyed, he wrote in a post on X, Twitter. Even more surprising, some fans claimed that Taehyun was actually also present secretly, sitting a few rows behind them. Although there is no strong visual evidence, many are convinced that this moment was a secret reunion between the members who are currently preparing for their comeback after their military service. After the concert ended, Jimin and Jungkook reportedly left the location very quickly using a private vehicle. However, one thing that did not escape attention was their small backpacks, which now looked more bloated, most likely because the raincoats full of memories were still neatly stored inside. This moment not only touched the hearts of fans, but also reminded many people of the strong bond between BTS members. Even though they were in the middle of individual projects and separate activities, they still supported each other silently. Jimin and Jungkook's presence at Jin's concert was real proof that their friendship was not just an image, but something real and sincere. Many netizens called this moment BTS episode in the real world. They behaved like the main characters of a Korean drama, complete with surprises, secrets, and overflowing emotions. Some fans even made short video edits showing the scene with dramatic music in the background, making the audience get carried away by the atmosphere. HYBE itself has not made an official statement regarding the presence of the two members at Jin's concert. However, one of the event staff had leaked on a radio broadcast that several special guests attended that night in secret. This statement further strengthens the suspicion that it was not only Jimin and Jungkook who attended secretly, but perhaps all BTS members were present in their own way. It didn't stop there. A number of fans began to collect additional evidence that the raincoat gift had actually been specially prepared. Some armies suspected that the person who gave the raincoat was someone from BTS's internal staff or even Jin himself, who deliberately wanted to give his younger siblings a little surprise. Moreover, when the song "The Astronaut" was performed, the fans' camera captured Jimin's expression, which suddenly looked like he was holding back tears. Was there a hidden message from Jin that only the members could understand? In another video, it was clear how Jungkook hugged his small bag as he walked away from the concert location. Although it looked casual, the movement looked like someone who was guarding a valuable object. Many believed that the raincoat would become part of their personal souvenirs, not only because of its function, but because of the emotional meaning contained in it. This incident also revealed the emotional side of Jimin and Jungkook that had perhaps not been exposed much in their public activities. After both of them had undergone various busy solo schedules and individual projects, their appearance at Jin's concert showed that they remained strongly attached to each other. Even without a stage, without the spotlight, they still walked together, and this is a form of real friendship. Meanwhile, a 15-second short video showing Jimin folding his raincoat and putting it away has now been viewed more than 4 million times in just a few hours. Armies from various countries flooded the comments section with touching sentences, expressing their admiration for the humble and sensitive attitude of the two idols. Their presence also proved that Jin's concert was not just a show, but also a moment of emotional reunion for BTS slowly. In fact, many armies believe that this is a hidden signal towards BTS's revival as a full group after their military service is over. Especially considering that Jin had just finished his military service, and Taehyung, Jimin, and Jungkook followed shortly after. Several Korean media outlets even ran special articles about the incident, calling it one of the most emotional celebrity secret performances of the year. They praised how Jimin and Jungkook did not take the spotlight, but instead created such a sincere and memorable moment. According to an industry observer, this is why BTS is still loved. They don't have to try too hard to show their hearts. Not a few armies have now started writing fanfiction or theories that describe Jin's feelings when he found out that his two younger siblings were present and supporting him from afar. Some describe Jin secretly knowing from the start and deliberately asking his staff to slip in small gifts as a form of attention, but letting them enjoy the concert like ordinary fans. This moment also brought many fans back to the early days of BTS, when they were all still trainees and lived together in one small dorm.